Good morning, everyone. I said good morning. Thanks. Thanks for the crowd participation. Happy 11/11, everyone. Big shout out to our drummers that would keep going for hours if we let them. Like we're at Sundance. All right, so we're going to get things started. First up, we have Garrett Duncan. He was born and raised on the Navajo Reservation. His clans are the Bitter Water Clan on his mother's side, born for the Red Running into the Water Clan, which is his father. Due to his Navajo heritage, Garrett has always encompassed his spiritual upbringing into his everyday life. Has everybody met Garrett already? It's been here? Some of you? I met Garrett a couple of years ago, and it's always a magical time every time we're around each other. He's hilarious, so he knows how to bring a lot of fun and playfulness in with all this fun, serious, spiritual stuff. And he likes to tickle you with his feathers. So everybody, please give a round of applause and let's welcome Garrett Duncan up here for our opening prayer. Oh, I thought I was supposed to for the mic.
Aho. Yat shik do shadne. She Garrett Duncan Unisha. Twitch eating in a sling do touch eating bushes chin. Nakai dene dasha che ho one planet dashanala. Says not a seat. Ayasanasha. Akot ayat dene slow. Akot ayat ikon. Bella ashkan slow. Aron ne hokat dene that ne glon kot ayat. Na chinen na aware dikon ho sangi kot ayat dikon kot out the nen song. So good morning everybody. Welcome. Happy 11/11. My name is Garrett. You guys hey, quiet. That's my line. All right. Time for my serious side, okay? You guys ready? You guys all got your crystals? Wonderful. We're going to do an awesome opening prayer. Join me in prayer. I'm going to pray to the waters. I'm going to pray to the lands, the peoples who live here. Hayol kaf neho dog is neho tsui tahakesh. Sis nanjin so zis dog o osli the bensa. Zis na o zisli zis to ulti hach eyeltke hach e ogan. Asanak leheshima yolkai sanshima. Nadal kai nadal tsui. Yode altkas e niklis altkas e. To anal chin to beyaj. At is yigahnale do be anosel. Dot asko yo nasliki dikon nichits is be declato lel. Ninsik hes be declato lel. Nehe nahat a be declato lel. Nehe ina be declato lel. Dot asko dikon si hasen be declato lel. Akot ayat the net that niglon dikon bella ashla that niglon kot ayat dikon de dikon ne hosam bekagi. Arot kot the net that no gloni. Na alchene na awe da niglon aro dikon nish it the nen da nigloni dikon the edo na alchene na awe da niglon aro kon the nen da niglon dikon adenidin the nen anosko na alchene na awe da niglon akot aya dikon ne hekanel yeto akot aya dikon ne hosan bekagi dikon kev the age kot aya dikon ne hekanel yeto Aro son the ne edo dikon na alchinen na awe da niglo. Ye go shin dikon hit skeo. Ye go shin dikon hit zil. Akot ayat ni hekanal ya do dien denen da no gloni. Na alchinen na awe da niglon dikon de kot ayat dikon de dienis. Na alchinen dikon ye go shin bet skeo. Ye go shin bet zil. Ye go shin ben sikesto. Akot ayat dikon de akot ayat dikon de nahat at di kont kadatin be etiniki nasko nehejogato be hansen o di konda dianis akot a na we ni yajuda ni glon sa na gai bek et hojon da ni glon sa na gai ki do bek et hojon et da ni glon ye go shin betske o ye go shin di kon het zil akot a di kon dianis na ashinda na away da ni glon di kon tot the natural sound would ye di kon de ye go shin na na ta to di kon de ye go shin di kon akot aya ni kanal ya ni blessing di klit ashoni ya di kon de dianis kot a ba yonstket to le di kon so de zen sa ishako akot aya di kon sa ba yonstket o kot aya di kon de atat ne da no gloni di kon de akot aya sa nagaypik e hojon da niglom. Hojon na has clean, hojon na has clean, hojon na has clean, hojon na has clean. So while you're in this space, allow yourselves to smile, be in the moment. As I continue to invoke the energies, giving gratitude for the lands, giving gratitude to all four elements, the holy people, the wind people, the earth people, the fire people, and the water people. Here with the ancestors who walked upon these lands, I invoke their energies as well as they heed and receive these wisdoms, words, tones. As we are one, I also welcome into our circle our brothers and sisters, continuation, the Star Nations, to be with us. And also my fun furry friends, the Sasquatch Nation. They're here bringing their ambassadors right now, so they're right behind me. So just allow yourself to smile. Awesome. Oh, so it is. Now enough of the serious medicine man stuff. So one of the things that I wanted to bring to your attention, I've already got some good signs from our brothers and sisters of the oceans, the water kingdom. So this morning, as I was preparing to come here, it's getting nice and doll up for you guys. Plus, I charge for pictures, just so you know. Just so you know, I charge for pictures. Nothing's free. But, you get a little piece of Garrett, okay? So there you go. Now you know why I charge. Anyway, going back to the ocean, I was there making some prayers, and I was offering the first set of crystals. These crystals were given to me and given insight from the Star Knowledge Conference back in 2015. And there's a city of light that was that's been there. I guess that we just helped continue to bring forward this sacred city and the ethers and the ethereals. And it's right above Estes Park. My understanding is there's a mountain called, oh gosh, what was it called? I forget. But there's a Stargate. There's a Stargate right above this mountain. And what they have shared with me is that there's these crystals there that needed to be dispersed into the lands of California because Mama Earth is under a lot of pressure, a lot of stress. So there's a lot of fault lines, a lot of energy lines that are here crisscrossing in this area. And these crystals needed to be brought here. And so when I was giving the first set of crystals to the ocean this morning, I started doing this. Ayosu kadaya tuturikata iu. Orati sinayo tutukure sa au. Yayurikati urikata iuris. Urai, urai, urai. Urai si uriatatakai su. Urasai i urikatari si u. Ayokurikatai i ur. So this language has been coming to me since the Sasquatch conference. Shakara, the soul sister there in the corner, she helped bring, this amplification her and I were playing in the woods, and all of a sudden the squashies started talking to us, and the Star Nation started to bring new encodements, and the Star language started to come to me more and more and more. And so when I was invoking and singing song to the ocean, Ayuri, I see you, Kuturi, ayu. I see you, Uriaki, Arisu. Ayotur Kadai. So when I did that, all of a sudden I started seeing all these flashes jumping up. And I said, "What are you doing over there?" And it was the dolphins. The dolphins started speaking to me and said that we are waiting. We have been waiting and we are here. Thank you for bringing your songs. Thank you for bringing your energy. Thank you for bringing the crystals. The last star knowledge that was held on 11/11 back in Desert Hot Springs, we did this ceremony too, this crystal ceremony. And Michelle Anderson was awesome. She did a Facebook Live. At that time, I was in an 8 to 5 job, the Muggle world, and I was so upset. I did not want to go because I didn't get to play with you guys. I was working the whole entire time, and I really wanted to go on this trip. And what ended up happening was all of a sudden Spirit says, "Okay, go look at your Facebook." It's like, what? Really? So I started laughing, mysterious ways, right? Spirit works in wondrous ways. Go check out your Facebook. I'm like, okay. So I looked on there. Just when I did that, Michelle started her live, and she was doing the dolphins. The dolphins were all swimming around, and she was showing a lot of pictures on the boats and whatnot. And I could feel their energy, even if it was through, the vessel of Facebook. I could feel their love, and I could feel their vibration coming through. And the entire time, I was crying because these beings, they hold a high vibrancy. One of their medicines is that they are here to share and remind us to be in our joy, to be in our joy, to be in our light, to be in our love, to be in our happiness. So laughter and joy. So they were sharing with us, through their energies that we need to continue to work in our joy, have fun with the situations, have fun with the healings, make sure that you go out and dance. And so they were spinning and laughing and playing as I was offering these crystals. And what they showed me was that they were taking these crystals down into the oceans because the plate tectonics in the waters were also starting to open up and have a lot of pressure built. So in addition to them, the mer nations, who's my mermaids and mermen? Water representatives. Awesome. Thanks for being here. So the bird people were also there. Of course, they were listening to these songs that I was singing to them, and they were also waiting for the crystals. And these crystals, as I mentioned, are going to be taken to the open fissures, the ley lines. The whales have been holding the vibration down in the waters through their songs. But now with our intentions, our loving intentions, these crystals are going to act as amplifiers. So they're going to help amplify the energies and to help recalibrate. It's part of a recalibration that's taking place in our waters. And guess what? All of you guys get to be part of this. So pat yourselves on the back. So when I had offered the first set, the dolphins were there and they said, "We are waiting." And this is the message that they had shared. And of course, nowadays, I'm not in the Muggle job anymore, by the way. I get to play with you guys come tomorrow. We get to go ride on the boat tomorrow. So I'm looking forward to that and looking forward to being and swimming and playing with the ocean and with the waters. A lot of emphasis has been talked about with Bobby Joe mentioning, the waters. One of the medicines that was gifted to me, in this lifetime was an understanding of vibration. You guys want to know? Who wants to know what my life path number is? Who can guess? Who said 11? Yep. You're right. I'm number 11, my life path. And this number has been very significant to me. 119911. Whenever I doubt something, whenever I'm rushing to make an appointment, I always have those license plates or the cars would cut off in front of me. And of course, I get a little angry and annoyed about it. But then I look down and I see the driver's license plate showing 611 or 119. So these are like spirits saying to me, hey, knock it off. I'm like, okay. So I just kind of calm down, take a deep breath, let it all go. It's all in divine timing. And so this number 11, the Sasquatch have been sharing through in the last 2 days. They had said that 111, so 11, number 11 for the month of November, in addition to 111 today, in addition to 2017, when you add that up, it becomes a 1. So it's 11111 today. So this energy that you guys are facilitating and assisting me with bringing forth, this further activation and amplification, it's helping to magnify even more. So you guys are doing awesome work. And with the crystals, it's increasing also the component of water. One of the vibration understandings with the water is that the water is a crystal. With Emoto's work, it talks about how water is a molecule, right? And how the molecule makes these beautiful, beautiful shapes, right? And as Bobby Joe mentioned, over 50% of our body is made up of water, right? So you guys ready to do some toning? So we're going to tone love. Because you guys are over 50% water, you tone love or you do an ohm, what do you think your body is doing? Exactly. And guess what? What is today? 1111. So even more. So your energies are going to magnify. So you're only going to do more internal healing on yourself because we are the strongest of the strong souls. We are here. We are here. We are here. We are here to amplify. We are here in oneness. I'll get to a moment to talking about the greater I am, working with the I am in a moment here. But what I've been hearing is there's a shift with I am to we are. So each of you are we are. So recognizing the oneness in one another, recognizing your inner water, recognizing your inner fire, recognize your inner wind, recognize your inner eagle, recognizing your inner heyoka. We can all tease Chief. Let's tickle Chief right now. See, this is what happens when he gets too serious. We're supposed to lighten him up. Yep. All right. So join me. We're going to tone love. All right. Love. We're going to tone peace. Joy. And laugh. Yay! So those vibrations are now synchronized within your inner crystal, within the water molecule that resonates in your body, in your cells. And on top of that, you have now put those intentions into the crystals that you are holding. So guess what? We're going to be bringing those crystals. Just keep in mind to give it back to Felicia. She's the gal, the woman, the lady in white. So she'll be walking around at the conclusion of my speech here, and she will be collecting the crystals, and I will be offering it to the oceans on tomorrow's boat ride, okay? Yeah. So the water molecule is now vibrating within you with these frequencies and with these tones. These tones, these vibrations, the vibrations of peace, love, joy, right? So when you tone, that molecule, the molecular structure is now holding this vibration for you. So anytime that you are having a bad day, you can certainly tone joy or say joy. The Sasquatch have been sharing that the power of words has been coming through. And when you amplify your intention with this, putting behind it joy, and you intune joy with it even more, then it's helping to recalibrate your fields to hold that frequency and to hold that vibration. Who wants to know the key to manifestation on this earth? Who wants to know the secret? I haven't read The Secret, nor have I seen the movie, but I will share with you what the secret is. When it comes to manifesting what you wish to manifest, I like to call it adventures. What new game you wish to play, the new game, because we're all having fun right now, right? So the new game, the new play, if it's a new relationship, if it's a new job, if it's a new partnership, if it's a new business, this is how you bring forth that manifestation to take place. Be excited about it. Be excited, because when you're excited and you allow yourself to raise that vibration for you, that excitement is going to channel and be and connected to the universal river. And the universal river is flowing right now. With Earth's ascension and the planetary system, we're having all this help. There's all this help that is around us. And so if you can raise your 3D form and go up and meet these guys halfway, then you're bringing that manifestation into existence here on Earth. So, when you go into a job interview, what do they tell you to do? Any idea? Wear nice clothes, right? What else? What's that? Smile? Smile. Direct eye contact, right? Did they ever tell you to be excited? No. When you go into a job interview, what are you feeling when you go in there? Nervousness, fear, lack of confidence, right? If you go into, here's the secret. If you go into a job interview and you're excited and you're smiling, your energy is going to stand out versus all the other applicants. So what's going to happen is that interviewers are going to remember that vibration that is hitting them. They're just like, they're going to say something to the nature of, oh gosh, what is that? There's something about this person. There's something about this person. I'm sure you guys felt that yourselves, right? So what it is that your vibration is now emanating and crossing into their auric fields, and they're feeling that love. They're feeling that vibrancy, okay? So that's what's happening at that time. So what happens is that you end up being that person who stands out. So out of 50 applicants and they're rolling through the resumes, something about it stands out. There you go. There's the secret. So the Sasquatch have been sharing the power of word. So love, joy, peace, happiness. So you're focusing and utilizing your vibrancy, working in collaboration with it, working in alignment with it. That's the nature of the game. So when you're bringing and instilling these vibrations, you're bringing those type of experiences and all those fun games that await you. So we're going to do another exercise here, working with this. Who believes in magic? Hey, I only see like half of you. Come on now. There you go. I want you to think of something like some awesome magical experience that you wish to bring to you. Okay? And you're going to state this to yourself. I allow the magic to happen. I allow. There you go. And to go into the excitement, allow the bliss. Some of you guys are being too serious on me. Smile. There you go. Does that help? Should I giggle some more? Do I need to tickle you with my feathers? Good. So So this, like I was mentioning, this is catered to what the Sasquatch has been sharing, is that they're providing these teachings again, working in collaboration with ambassadors. And with me, my personal connection to the Sasquatch people is that they have allocated and designated me as an ambassador, bringing forth this bridging between our peoples once again. And so the Sasquatch came to me in 2015 in December. It was at a conference, Star Knowledge Conference in Estes Park. And that's where I had introduction by them, through them, from Kiwoni. And he's the one that brought them to me. And since then, I've been working with them. They have come to me a lot in my dreams. They have gifted to me. For those of you who have the special magic sticks, did you bring them with you? Who doesn't have a magic stick yet? Okay. Okay. Well, there's my table. Yeah, so the magic stick. So these magic sticks were gifted to me to help distribute to individuals such as yourself. They have shared with us how to utilize these magic sticks as a clearing tool, as a tool to help clear some of the heaviness, all the energies that you may be holding and feeling. You know, if you're in that placement where it's very heavy, you can utilize the stick. So these magic sticks were gifted to us, gifted to me, and the Sasquatch have shared that it's to be utilized as a tool, just like everything else, right? All the feathers, the crystals, the rocks. So they're bringing this awareness back to the individuals, letting us know. The Sasquatch travel interdimensionally through the portals. They utilize trees. So trees are their medicine gateways. So these magic sticks that were gifted to us, they were gifted to us back in August of this year. And they were from my homeland, my sheep camp on the Navajo Nation on the Arizona side. There's a Cheska mountain range that is there. And they're up. While we were up there, I took a group of people up there who were Sasquatch lovers. We went up there and they communicated with us. They physically, literally were doing their yips. They were doing their coyote sounds. They were mimicking the owls. They were mimicking the coyotes, because we had brought them an offering of corn. And one of the things that they had shared with us is that back in the day, you know, way back, they used to have an open relationship with a lot of the tribes. They used to have communication, particularly their medicine people, the medicine men and medicine women. They had worked with their energies together. So they shared wisdoms, different knowledge, different plants, different trees to be worked with. And when they had given this responsibility for me, they said that it was time to once again reinstill this wisdom back to the people, you know, to share with them the awareness of trees, awareness of how to work with the energy and the vibrancy of the plants. So the Sasquatch have provided this knowledge. They have provided this knowledge and this awareness back to individuals such as yourself. You know, they're here, by the way. They'll hear real quickly. When it comes to them, the males have a very strong odor. They smell like damp swamp. They smell like damp earth, swampy kind of smell. And then you have the females who are more flowery. They have a more softer sense of smell. And what it is about the Sasquatch is that they said that these smells are a defense mechanism for them. So they utilize and emanate these odors very strongly. And real quickly, so raise of hands, who has met or felt or shifted and communicated with the squashies? The squashies. Squishies. Squashy love. I'm going to have a t-shirt that's going to say squashy love pretty soon. Yeah, so these beings are coming. They are here, and what's going to happen is that they're going to be introducing themselves energetically first. You know, if you have the magic stick, you're already starting to develop a relationship with them. Some of them are volunteering to provide guidance. They're providing guidance to assist you, just to understand, you know, how to work with the elements, how to further your instruction and connection to the trees. Okay? So real quickly, the last little bit here, we're going to tone again. We're going to tone one more time, and then we're going to do the whole love. We're going to do love first. And while you're doing this, Tony, both Shakara and I, we're going to do light language from the front and from the back. So her and I are going to bring forth and help amplify this tone. And you can just do it from there, sister. So we'll be light languaging between back and forth. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and tone love. 3, 2, 1. Love. Ayo su katari ati tur katai siyo. Ore akai si iu totodari ati tur kasayu. Ore ay si uri katai si uri. Ay si yuri. Joy. Ayo su joy. Ayo tari kasi ayuri tasi yuri sayo katai. Ore ka si uri katai si tur katai si Iokuri katai si uri. Peace. Iasuri tatari ati turi titai suri katai si uri atari okukukuara si ayo u. Ayo su kakai titayo. And joy. Ayo su katai tur katai si uri atari ati ayo kotora kasi uri katari si uri katai ase. Ayo kur katai si i. Ayo sur katai si i. Ayo kur. Allow yourself to smile. All right. That's it for me. That's all you get. So Felicia's going to be walking around, just aware. She's going to have the black bag, so just offer your crystal and drop it right on in, okay? Thank you so much, guys.
Another round of applause for Garrett Duncan, please. Garrett's workshop today will be from 11 to 12 downstairs, so please purchase your tickets for that up front. I just want to say a couple of announcements. So there will not, something happened with the food truck, so we will not have a food truck today. So just a heads up, everyone's going to kind of be on your own for lunch. And just to keep things on schedule, we do have an hour, so I would say maybe try to research what's around here ahead of time and call in some orders. Because I heard there's a couple places around, but they're not very fast. So just to put that out there. There is a taco place across the street that is fast. So get your taco on. Next up, we have the lovely Miss Grandmother Mary Lightweaver. I know there's a lot of newbies that haven't seen her in action. She definitely does a lot of different things. She's extremely clairvoyant. She teaches meditations. She provides a lot of love for a lot of people and brings in the grandmother energy that we all love. She gives like really, really good hugs and kisses. It's kind of hard to describe what she does. It's just always beautiful, and I'm really excited for you guys to get to experience this, and we're really excited that she was able to make it here. I believe you came from, where'd you come from, Wisconsin? This trip, she came from Wisconsin, so it's a long trek out here. So now is a good time, if everybody can still keep the noise level down, and maybe wait on going to the vendor booths at this moment. Oh, and we're actually going to sing her on. Okay, so everyone stand. Don't sit down. Stand. Stand up, sit down. Stand up, sit down. I don't think it's a Catholic church. Non-denominational. I was going to ask people when they can move up a little bit so they can hear you. If everybody could scoot up in all the seats, if you have stuff on a chair. Just for her presentation, we didn't have a headset mic, and she does some moving around. So to make sure you hear everything, if everybody could move up, and if you have your merchandise or items on a seat, if you could move that off for now, just so people can hear. Or stay where you are and not hear it, whatever you want to do. But it'd be a good time to move and not just sit. I'm going to put this here, but I don't know how well you'll be able to hear, and we don't want her tripping over things.
We'll try this.
I'll put it here.
Give me the hand mic. We'll try it. And then if I need to, just stay over here so you can grab it if I need to. Okay. Okay. We'll try. I was able to do it one time with the mic. I'll try it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, hurry up. Just push those in. Tracy, how far back do I have? I have the whole stage. Just not by the screen. I won't be that way. Yeah, back screen. Okay. Okay. Everybody's getting settled. This is good. This is good. That's it. Take a nice, deep, deep, deep breath. Let's go for another nice, deep, deep breath. How about another one? That's it. Nice 3 good clearing breaths. Thank you, Garrett. Thank you, drummers, for getting the energy flowing today. What a beautiful way to start the day with such sacredness. That drum, that was the first musical instrument. You're all drummers, you know. Every step you take, bump, bump, bump. The mother's been listening to your heartbeat and the beat of your walk, the beat of your breath, the beat of everything that you do. So what do you want to do with that beat? You want to beat with love. That's what we're all here for. That's what every single speaker has shared. It's all about love. The breath of love, the light of love. That's what we are. We're light, your love, and your walk, your beat is walking through different rhythms out there in that world of 3D. We're leaving behind, as we ascend and as we grow, we are leaving behind the negative. We're leaving behind the attention to the chaos. We are leaving behind the abuse. We are leaving behind lying, cheating. We are leaving our attention away from perpetuating chaos. We're opening together our hearts to fill with love, to clear without tears, our healing tears as we do inner work. And we release those triggers. and allow the waters of self of our body to flow and to heal in ourselves, in our relationships with our family, with our community. We come together to pray and to purify in these ways of this altar, this star altar, purging, clearing, purifying of the body, heart, mind, spirit in the sweat lodge, in these ceremonies, through these songs. These are ways of nature. These are the tools of the natural way that we have forgotten as a culture how to live by, because we're in boxes now. Go to the forest, go to the oceans, go to the trees and to the flowers, and go and give your love to Mother Earth. For Mother Earth will provide you with all that you need. In yourself, release those pains so that you can fill your heart with the joy and the love. We are here to help each other. We are here to ignite each other and share gifts of light and love, of magic, to help each other, to provide for each other. Words spoken here last night. When one needs, one shall have to give. Even the givers need to know where to give. That is part of the balance in community, supporting each other with your gifts, with your heart. Love and come together to support for the good of all. For the good of all. You chose this path. You chose to be here at this great time with great change. For the world will be different from as you grew up with ways of chaos, the ways of peace. And that road is open. And you are on that road and journey because you are here. And you have come together to assist yourself, your family, and your community, your tribe, your clan. And as each comes together with clarity, in truth, with love, the foundation that has existed, we are watching it crumble and it will be swept away so that the newness of nature and natural law can be restored. Because children, you have forgotten, and now you wake up and you remember. Shinahia tonoke onamania shanatia toiai kona he o shinai wo tonokeia silaya shone kolei Sanaya tiani lote nasitana konye tushi Leosh ne nushnashnani. Oi, 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 Sitayay, Kuala Sote, Ainiano Kia Tonopa, Ashina Kia Tatika Oshia, Kona Aniana, Siena Hia. Haina Tina so high. The waters welcome. The waters embrace. The waters flow. Anoinia sonahe. The waves of love will ripple. You are doing your work collectively. Feel the waters within and around you. Feel the flow. We are floating in an ocean of love. Feel this activation of your heart and your life's waters being regenerated, being renewed continuously. You are constantly in a state of renewal. Keep your thoughts pure. Fill them with light. Share your light in your movements, in your connections. Feel the waters embracing. Feel the fluidity of your spirit. Feel the fluidity of your heart. Feel the fluidity of your breath. Feel the movement of your energy. Smooth in loving waters. Be the divine spirit and light that you are. Feel the purpose of your life. Feel your heart and love radiate because Mother is enjoying your dance on her back. She needs you. She desires your heart to fill with love. These times, love is the most important thing. Love. Be it just by being yourself in your true light. Put down the barriers. Let go of what's not serving you anymore. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to one another. Be kind in the street when you go about your day. Be kind. Be love. It's easy to be kind if you be love. Why would anybody want to be anything else but love? I thought some of you were going to go to sleep there. Figure I better change this up a little bit. Bobby Joe kind of said a lot of things when she was kind of introducing me. Oh, she's clairvoyant, she's this, she's that, and she's this. And I said, I'm just a little snot-nosed kid from Brooklyn, you know, really, who's kind of been on this long journey with this wonderfully crazy family. Welcome home, everybody. I love you. Yay. 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 Well, I do a lot of things. I do a lot of things. You know, Lightweaver, that is just, actually, that did come about through an email, because I was getting an email way back in the day when I went on the road, like 2001. And, well, what do? You know, this, well, you're an energy weaver. Oh, yeah, well, that doesn't sound too cool, but, you know, hey, energy's light weaver, I'm doing all these crazy things. So that's where that came about. But that is not my spirit name. That's just a name that started with an email, and people know me by Grandma Lightweaver, Mary Lightweaver, or Lightweaver. My name is Mary Veronica Coughlin Licata. That's the name that I was given, chose through confirmation and through marriage. Lightweaver is what I do, but my spirit name, which given in ceremony, is Mini Buchoni Hanawesh Dewi, which is a mouthful, and that means beautiful, ancient, living waters woman. And then an entry was put in front of that several years later. So it's grandmother, beautiful, ancient, living waters woman, which means I'm older than dirt. And so I carry it well, don't you think? You know. But this is an insane walk. It's a beautiful walk, and it takes a lot of self-healing. It takes a lot of tears, a lot of digging, and getting rid of all of the crap. And that means the emotions. And one of the best ways to do that is with laughter. Because if you can get down to that point where your tears are over there and the snot's coming out of your nose and you can't breathe, and it's just all that raw emotion, that pain, get rid of it, it doesn't serve you. And when you can get rid of it, that's when you can get down to that medicine, or that medicine laugh, where you're splitting your sides, the tears are coming, you can't breathe, and you wouldn't want it any other way. You know, I'd rather die laughing, yes, you know, but I'd rather live laughing first. Yes. Let's hear that for all that laughter and that tickling, yeah. Okay, let's all telepathically tickle Chief. I like what Chief over here, because I like what Garrett started. Let's just tickle that Chief over there. He tickles everybody else enough. It's time to tickle that man back. And I do know a couple of his tickle spots, too. See, there's one thing about us, Star Family. Part of our joy and part of our clearing, getting to know each other with all this traveling and all of these ceremonies, we sleep around a lot. We do, you know, I mean, sometimes it's on a pad under a kitchen table, you know, it's on the floor, it's on the couch, you know, it's wherever there's a spot that somebody can lay their body down. We do sleep around, and we have a lot of fun doing it. I don't technically have a job, you know, it's like I see all these beautiful tables, the vendors, they've got their wares, and they're this, they've got their book, and they've got that. I don't, that's not what I do, you know, I don't do that. I just live. I just live, and I do these ways. I try to do these ways. To be honest, I slip every now and then, you know, especially when I'm by myself, you know, if I'm not close to family. you know, you could get a little slippy, but that's okay because every moment of your life, every breath that you take, every word that you speak, every action that you do, every step, that is your ceremony. It's called the ceremony of life. And what really counts is the way you walk and live your life. You can talk all you want. You can get your papers and pencil and take all these notes and get all the fine details and stuff. That's not what it's about when it comes down to what life is about. It is the way you walk and live your life. The way you treat yourself, the way you treat your partners, your children, your relatives, the way you treat the strangers on the street. Because we see them out there. You know, hey, I'm not going that way. I think I'll just mosey this aisle. You know, I mean, you can see the anger, the hurt, the pain, and the frustration in people's faces. We do not want to be that way. They've set their tone, and respectfully, they made that choice. So I respect that choice of free will if that's the way that person wants to live their life. I respect always, not always resonate. And I'm sure you can all kind of be on the same page with that. Not everything is going to resonate. It's like walking through a beautiful garden. Beautiful garden. Flowers of colors from all over the world, all different hues, all different shades. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And there'll be some beautiful little weeds and stuff. They're just different flowers that somebody didn't like. That's what they are. But you can go to the flowers that resonate, that make you feel loved, that make you feel happy, that recognize your purpose and why we're all here. Because believe me, if you're here, you got a purpose, whether you admit it to yourself or not. Now, I know all of you admit it and recognize it, otherwise you would not be here at this gathering. But, you know, you do go beyond those doors. And you do go here, there, or everywhere, because we are living in a 3D world. And many of us, you know, we're all on the fence. We've got 3D over here, and we've got We've got our way of walking with spirit, you know, so we're on this fence, and we're rocking back and forth. And we do have to go over here. And sometimes we got to spend more time than we want, but we just want to get back over here. But that 3D stuff does have to be taken care of. So ground yourselves. So ground yourselves. Now, all you water people out here, the waters are us. And the water calls. The water calls us. And tomorrow's going to be one oceanic extravaganza. We're going to call those dolphins in. I don't know, who was it? Michelle. Michelle, where are you? You were talking about that November that they told you those blue whales were not there. And she manifested them. Do you think there might be a blue whale out there? You know, the one that's pulling up the rear? You know, in the caravan, they're pulling up that rear. So the beauty of the oceans await us in this beautiful ocean of love and reality. Know that this heart embraces each and every one of you. I love you all dearly. And this gives my life purpose to be of service to each and every one of you, to Unchimaka, to the children. In your prayers, pray for the children of the world. And when you make that prayer, Remember, you are a child. Remember that child within yourself because it's there. And it's okay to be playful. It's okay. I love you very much. Thank you for coming. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your energy. Matakwe Oasis.
Okay. All right, so Mary's workshop is going to be from 1 to 2, so just after lunch. So make sure if you've got your tickets for that, if you have not purchased your tickets yet, you can purchase those up at the registration booth. Okay, she is available for individual weavings. They're extremely, extremely powerful. I highly recommend getting a session with Mary. We did a trade like last year, I think, and it was extremely awesome. Very, very awesome. And just to let you guys know, we just put out some prints that were from Sherwin Zephyr. And this money from the prints, we're asking for cash only for them. I think they're 25 a piece. All of that money is going to go to his tombstone, to making, getting the tombstone. We need to raise money for that. So we have those over here at our booth. We'll get that thing moved out of the way. Who's next? Carla. Next up, we have the lovely Carla. Is she in here? Oh, there she is. I was just making sure. I saw people getting up. We got a couple minutes, so if anybody wants to use the restroom before we bring her up here, we've got about 3 minutes before she starts. So if you need to go now, or wait till later if you need to. And then please get back here quickly. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Oh, yeah. Hey, Sue. Would you be okay if we switched you? And then just another announcement for those of you that are in here. We've got a little schedule shift. Big Buy will be speaking tonight at 8 p.m. And Susan Chapman is going to be moved up to the 1 o'clock slot. His flight got delayed. So I'm sure we can all understand that. And I'll announce that again a little while later.
It's light. This is a little tiny sensitive. I do a lot of this stuff, so I can just pack everything. But I'll tell you what, these don't. And then they're this soft. Is the software coming to camera? Is that software coming to camera, or is that a separate software? So you can go Facebook Live, YouTube Live. See, that's. I'm impressed. How small. I got huge cameras today. I got problems too. Yeah, it's because your pipeline for this. And it gets out of it. It's not the drum beats look nice. It's like a bad. I cleaned it up, replugged everything back in. Stuff with wires. Unplugged stuff in yesterday, and it wasn't working.
All right, can we ask everybody to come back in, please? Our next speaker is ready to share her amazing wisdom. Can somebody make an announcement outside? Can you guys hear me? Do I need to yell like really loud and high pitched?
Or like really low, like Barry White. Hey, ladies and gentlemen.
Please don't ignore me. You don't want to see me angry. Wesley, you need to wait a minute. Don't go, just wait a minute. Wait right there. Ask them to wait. Ask them to wait a minute because I need to talk to them. This is my communication with my child. Can somebody make an announcement out there that we're starting, please? He is? All righty, well, we'll go ahead and get started. So next up, we have Carla Palua. Did I say it right? She's followed a healing path for most of her life, studying a variety of holistic therapies and philosophies. Her personal journey through birth, life, disease allowed her to transform and found that life is in constant cycle with the universe, the moon, and the seasons. Change is continuous and healing. We're not drumming. No, I was just trying to get people's attention. Change is continuous and healing. If we give ourselves permission to let go and drop into our hearts, then we can allow for the cycles and seasons of life to rebirth us so we may remember our authentic selves. Carla is a Reiki master, teacher, reflexologist, private and corporate yoga instructor, practitioner of energy medicine, certified Eden Energy Medicine 101 and 102, certified in acupressure, a recipient as well as facilitator of the Munoz Key, right? Yeah. And a certified red tent facilitator. She's done a lot. I've met her at Serpent Mound, and she really helps a lot with the women and the feminine energy. And at this time, I would like everybody to give you a big round of applause for Carla Palua, please.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. Mary Magdalene is really speaking through all of us right now, through each and every one of us, asking us to come into our hearts, come into that place of compassion, that place of unconditional love. And she's really asking that we all join together as men and as women in union with each other. The importance of that union. I've traveled from the East Coast to be here with all of you today. And it's been an incredible journey. And it's amazing to be here and just feel the love, how everyone can just drop into their hearts and just be that authentic self and just remember who that authentic person is. It's just so beautiful to be amongst each and every one of you and to walk this journey with you. And I thank you for all being here and listening to the topic today. As I said, I come from the East Coast. I come from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And in Pittsburgh, Incredible. It's really this up and coming city. Who would have known? It's really a small city, but yet it's incredible. It's growing because we're all connecting within the city. In the city of Pittsburgh, I'm fortunate enough to gather with amazing women from all over the city who gather together to really remember that authentic self and to be able to be who we truly are meant to be. We work within the confines of a red tent, and it's an amazing experience for all the women. All walks of life come to join on the red tent. It's a place of unconditional love. It's a place in which we can share. We can share the pain. We can share the joy. And together we help to bring each other that balance, the balance that we all need. Two of the most sacred times throughout our lifetime here and throughout our journey here on earth is birth and what we like to call death. But really it's rebirth. It's nothing more than a rebirth. Everything in between is our journey. And it's a matter of being able to really see the beauty within that journey. To be able to take those times that are considered to be of anger or maybe negative emotions, to be able to take those feelings of hurt and anger and turn it into something beautiful. Within the red tent, we do a lot of sharing on that shadow self. And we're able to express those emotions in a very healthy manner. Throughout our tent, we will expose the shadow self with unique sessions where women gather in a room. They're given a blank wall. We call it BYOB. You bring your own breakables. You receive that wall. You receive chalk, markers, crayons. You get to decorate that wall however you see fit. You can write on the items those emotions, those feelings that society tells you not to look at. Shove it down. We're supposed to compress it, repress it again. But we're telling you, no, let them rise, because when you allow that to rise in a healthy manner, feel those feelings, you can then move forward. So we take that blank wall, we have a sacred crowbar. Because sometimes things don't want to break. So we take that sacred crowbar and we use it to break those particular items. We have seen women that have taken lamps over their head, just wail them to the wall to let go and release. Other women, they brought in TVs. Crowbar is excellent for a TV. Absolutely excellent. Wouldn't believe what blows up from a TV. And then after that experience, we actually sit all together. When you're done with this experience, you know when you're done. Each woman will gather in a heap on the floor. Just this complete release, like all the burden is gone. Everything has been removed. And we can just let go and be. And each woman in that room picks up a broom or a dustpan, and they gather up the pieces. We gather up all the pieces, and then we gather around the woman, and we share in her experience. We bless her with her tears. At the end, we gather up all the materials in a bucket. And once we're all done, we each create a mosaic. That is something for each woman to take home and as a constant reminder to see the beauty amongst the chaos. It's absolutely incredible to watch this process in action. Amazing to see how once we let our guard down and allow ourselves to really be vulnerable, what we can achieve is absolutely amazing. How we can truly support each other. And that's the whole idea of a red tent and about women's gatherings. It's about being able to gather in support of each other rather than compete with each other. Our society tells us to compete, but we are really to feel the love, and to really feel the love and to know, that way you know bliss. That's what bliss is, love. So we gather on a monthly basis around the new moon, because during the new moon, this is a time when most women are cycling. They're on their moon, and they have power. They have such power in that. We gather with women as young women, 10 years old, 70s. Each woman, no matter what decade of life that you're in, you have something amazing to offer. I have done very simple tents where the most profound was truly the most simple. It was simply a talking stick. For many months, we had a set of twins that came to the tent each and every month. But they sat in silence and did their own thing, but they were free to do their own thing. And suddenly, as we're in this circle, each woman is sharing what is happening within their lives, what it is like to be them, and the others are in support. And suddenly, the one young girl from the corner walks into the circle, kneels down, picks up the stick, and says, "Let me tell you what it's like to be 10. I can assure you that there was not a dry eye in that room that day. It was so powerful because each and every woman could relate to that 10-year-old little girl. And at the same time, we all know that we are to be like that 10-year-old girl. We are to be that playful child. But at 10 years old, that child felt that she could not be playful. So how can we all relate to that? It was one of the most amazing tents that we had. I would like to encourage all of you, no matter where you are, what state you're from, what area you're from, gather with the women. It is so important that we gather together and we remember how to truly be, how to truly share with each other and accept each other for who we are. Really let your freak flag fly. It's so important, and it's liberating, and it's freeing. I found through a lot of the teachings of Mary Magdalene, as I said, she's really speaking through all of us at this time, asking us to really come into our hearts. But she's also sharing a lot about that union and that connection, and also understanding that, yes, this is the time for women to step forward and their voices be heard. But this is also not a time for a woman to wail their sword. We are to do it in union with the men. So men, Mary Magdalene asks that you masculine to come into your feminine. This is also about you coming into your feminine, dropping down into that heart and being able to support the women and support them amongst their journey through this life, giving them the space to truly walk the earth and to truly live the earth. As women, we have such a connection with the water, the ability to heal the body, the waters. We also have this amazing connection with plants. They talk to us, they speak to us. And Mary Magdalene asks that we utilize those tools. They're there for us, they're speaking to us, they're waiting for us to take that time to sit within the earth, to work with the plants. Within life, it's absolutely amazing. There's literally a red drop and a white drop. And it follows us throughout our life. The white drop is actually the masculine aspect. And the white drop comes from the mind, drops down into the heart. The feminine aspect is the red drop. And the red drop goes from the sacral chakra up to the heart. And that's a union. Throughout our lives, that is what we're doing. We're working towards that union of that masculine and that feminine. That's creativity, and that's how creativity works. It's that union of the masculine and the feminine coming from the mind, dropping to the heart, taking it from the soul, taking it from the sacral chakra to the heart. And it's a blending of the two. That's how we constantly create. When we're born, it is that red drop and that white drop that joins together and creates us, and then it follows us throughout our life. Each time we are creating, we are literally utilizing that white drop and that red drop constantly. The amazing thing is when we are reborn, that white drop and that red drop separates until we are reborn again and it comes back together. So I encourage all of us to really work together, to work in union with each other. Men, we really ask that we are supported. And when I'm here, I see so much of that happening here. Everyone truly in support of each other, honoring each other for who they are. That's the biggest aspect within the red tent, that we truly honor each other and come from that place of compassion, that place of love. When we can come from that place of love, we then know that there's no need for judgment. That judgment doesn't exist. I ask that each of us, if we can just take a moment to just feel the soles of our feet touching the ground. If you feel so called to remove your shoes, please do. Mary Magdalene asks that we touch the earth each and every day, that we feel her love, connect with the earth, the plants, the trees. Just take a moment just to feel your soles of the feet on the ground. On the soles of your feet is every aspect of who you are. There's literally a map on the soles of the feet that correlate with every aspect of you. The physical side of you, the emotional side of you. Just allow the soles of the feet to connect and feel the energy of the earth rising up through your soles of the feet, up through your legs, into the pelvis, the sacral chakra, the solar plexus, and the heart. Take a moment to place your hands to your heart and just feel that love. Feel that red drop rising from the sacral chakra to the heart. And then take a moment and take your attention to the third eye, into the mind. Reflect on that white drop. And allow that white drop to flow down to the heart. And allow it to become in union with that red drop. Just taking the moment and feeling that love. And let it expand. Expand throughout the room. Take it out further, out into the street. Take it even further, out into the ocean, and allow it to flow. Taking a nice deep inhale. Hold it. Inhale again. Exhale it out. And as you exhale it out, that love expands even further. Slowly, just take a moment. Open your eyes. Your hands are to your heart. Just take a moment and just feel them at your heart. This is bliss. To be here amongst all of you together as family, this is bliss. This feeling that you feel here right now in your heart, this is the way we are to always feel. And if we can work together in union with that white drop and that red drop, the masculine, the feminine, working together in true union and compassion, we can always live in bliss each day of our lives. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for sharing. It's amazing just to be amongst family. So incredible. Thank you all.
All right, let's give another round of applause for Carla, please. Thank you so much, Carla. It really is amazing, all of the people that show up who feel called to come here and speak and do these events, and then all the amazing people who show up to be here to listen and experience the wonderful unity and circle of all of us working together. So thank you all very much. We appreciate it. We're going to start drumming in. And just a reminder, if you signed up for Garrett's workshop, hey Garrett, your workshop's starting now. So if you did sign up for Garrett's workshop, please get your tickets and head on down to the workshop space. He'll be down there in just a few minutes. And then we'll be breaking for lunch from 12 to 1 after Chief Golden Light Eagle's talk. So once again, there's no food truck for any of you that missed that announcement earlier. And also the switch in the schedule, Susan Chapman will be speaking at 1 o'clock, and then Big Bye will be switching to her where she was at 8 o'clock. Sound groovy? Groovy? How's everybody doing? Yeah, it's a bunch of zombies. Thank you. Ready? Let's all three, on the count, all three of you, on the count of 3, say groovy. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So now on the count of 3, everyone say sunshine and rainbows. 1, 2, 3. So would those be sun dogs? Do rainbows happen at the sunshine? All right, so up next, we have Chief Golden Light Eagle. Did everybody hear him speak yesterday? Yeah? Awesome. It's always really amazing to hear all the messages that come through and the wisdom that he provides, and honoring that he's been walking this path for a long time and has done a lot of work to make this all possible. So he really appreciates you all being here as well. All right, if you guys want to start drumming him in. Thank you, dramas, dancers, singers, all the above. Can you feel that? And you guys thought you were tickling him telepathically. It only takes one for him. All right, well, I announced him right before we sing. So we'll let him give hugs. There's a lot that he's done on the reservation and where he's from, and a lot to help his brother Sherwin, and Sherwin in turn helped. So for those of you that weren't here earlier, I was just going to let you know that we have some of Sherwin's prints down here. We're offering them at $25 a piece. If you're able to do any more, it would be greatly appreciated. The money is going towards the tombstone for Sherwin, and any extra money will be going to his children. Sherwin had 9 children, 8 of them living, so he has a lot of grandchildren as well. And so luckily he did all of this artwork thanks to Chief Golden Light Eagle for trusting in spirit and setting up the means for him to be able to do that. So at this time, please give a big round of applause and a warm welcome to Chief Golden Light Eagle.
I want to thank the singers for their song, beautiful song. And a lot of these songs, they're this certain language that they're singing is called the language Lakota, but it's actually a Palladian language, you know, because the 7 sisters brought a way down to the people here on earth, and that was just one of many. And Lakota, Dakota, Nakota, but they're all over the world, all of Palladian energy, and there's a lot of it here, and a lot of Arcturian energy as well. So we got a lot of giants here. A lot of giants here. Oh, there's 2 of them right over here. So I want to say happy 11/11. All 11 dimensional peoples. We are all teachers. We're all healers. We're all masters. And what we need to do at this time, because we talk to a lot of people all over the country. And one of the things that we need to look at is how we look on the outward sign and the way we look at people, how they look at us. And under the laws of light, sound, vibration, the owl people talk about body language. See? Your body language. There's so much in your body language that tells you who you are. See? So if you have a good body language, you could make a man that's in a wheelchair walk. Especially women. You know. We had a situation one time. I was over in Fort Collins. Somebody come up and said, "There's 2 men that want to talk to you over there." They're over there. I said, "Where at?" They're over there in the hallway. So I went over there. And there was 2 cowboys, big, tall, 6-foot something guys. They had cowboy hats on, their cowboy boots, and they were like this. Had a little hat sideways. 2 of them. So I was looking at them. Their arms are crossed. That means they're not going to listen to anything that I have to say. They made up their mind. They're in pure judgment. And weren't smiling. So I asked them, I said, "Could you uncross your arms? Uncross your arms, because you're telling me that you're not listening to what I'm saying. You're not actually listening. You're blocking everything that I'm going to say before I even open my mouth. And you want to visit with me? You're Your arms are crossed. Uncross them. So they were like this. And they looked at each other because we had an audience and they were standing there and they're like this. They didn't know how to stand. They didn't know how to stand after that. Like little boys. And they were tall men. And I start talking to them. And while I was talking, they kept trying to cross their arms. But they were caught, like deer in the headlights. And there was an audience. And they couldn't handle my energy when I was talking, and they were trying to cross their arms, and they finally gave in, They said, okay, we understand now. We understand. And that's the only way they got out of it. So they could leave, but they couldn't keep a conversation. So we as teachers, we as masters and healers, and working with high dimensional levels, like right now we're 1111 energy, 11 dimensional energies, we need to uncross our arms. There's no reason to fear each other, no reason to be afraid at all. So we need to learn the lessons that we carry by looking at others and help each other, encourage each other. Because we got a lot of work to do. Lots of work. And one of the most interesting things that we need to relearn is nature. We need to get back into learning to communicate with, we're talking about whales and dolphins today. We're talking about the water. That water carries languages. Like you have water, and there's many languages here. We got star language, we got earth language, we got English, Spanish, Lakota, we got a lot of languages. And we got the most important language, and that's right here, language of the heart. So everything has a language, every animal, every bird, right? Yeah. Some of you, how many have dogs? So what does it mean when a dog wags its tail? What about all the fur stand up on their back? What about the tail goes under? Huh? What if they grab your leg and go like this? They love you. So I was over in Chimayo, and I was telling this man, he was Randy, Judith Moore's ex-husband or husband. He crossed over, but before he crossed over, she asked me to come down visit him, so I was talking to him. And just when I was talking about these animals and languages and telling them that it's going to be all right, Judith went to the stove and she's started boiling these eggs. I said, everything speaks, everything talks. Even those eggs that are in that little pan that she's going to boil, they're speaking. He said, really? I said, yeah. Listen to them, 2 little eggs there. One's a female hen egg, and the other one's a little rooster egg. You know what they're saying? So what? That little hen egg is saying, hey, gonna see my crack? And that little rooster egg says, don't be teasing me, I'm not hard yet. So everything speaks. So your inner language is very, very, very important. You know, your body language, everything. How your voice is. Now, your voice heals. Remember that. Your voice heals. And it's certain type of healings because some voices have a certain tone, right? And if you're looking at the chakra system, you got C, D, E, F, G, A, B. And we're looking at how those tones cure your body, right? When you're playing in C, like we talked about a little bit yesterday, Chubby Checker, he does the twist, and you guys did that too, and you felt really good because your root was moving more than your head. And you felt good. So your voice does the same thing. How many of you love Barry White? See what it did to you? There's one thing I want to say first before I bring all this up is that the key of A cures cancer. The tone of A cures cancer. Anybody have a little guitar tuner? Bring that up here. Oh, okay. So anyway, these little tuners are handy because they tell you what tone you're talking in. There's one over here. You could bring that. All right. We need a volunteer. Anybody? Come on up. Okay, you could show this. Okay, we got the dolphin lady here, the whale lady. I want you to speak whale and turn around. Speak whale and look at that. You don't look at that. Let him look at it. Then you could tell us what key you're in. Okay, whale talk. How many got a...
Parts of that were like E sharp, but it would typically end on A.
How many got a body chill? That was a healing. That was a healing. That's when all your crystalline energy in your water goes into a six-pointed star. Okay? So that key resonates to something that you needed in your system. You probably didn't know you were having a little bit of owie inside growing. That just quickly healed whatever it was that's within you. Okay? We need one more, okay? So he said E sharp, okay, E sharp. Now we're talking about, we need to look at some other areas. You got C, D, E, right? But you can't have a C or a D without a C sharp. Okay, then so we're missing something here. We got to include the sharps and flats within your chakra system. C, C sharp, D, right? Because you know what happens in between, if you're not exercising those sharps and flats in your body, C, C sharp, what? They cut something out here. What are they? Ovaries. C, D, D sharp. If you don't exercise that, what do they cut out? Appendix. So look at that, feel that, the thymus, the thyroids, the higher heart, the G sharp, the tonsils. They're cutting these things out because we're not recognizing the other chakra systems. There's 13 of them, and we're only following only 7. So all you musicians, all start feeling that out. So the E sharp, right? So what's the E sharp? What is the E sharp here? Yeah. So what's around here? Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. What is it? F. You said E, right? E sharp. How many got your gallstones taken out? Gallbladder, stuff like that? Yeah. The doctors love that stuff. They don't know how to fix anything. They think that fixing something, you got to cut it out, get rid of it. Well, we got enough medicines to regrow everything. And all you have to do is reconnect with your reptilian energy. You'll get your tails back. So, okay, one more. Anybody want to come up? Oh, I seen you stand up. So. Okay. Okay, yeah, I seen him get up right away. I want you to say, I love my ex-wife.
I really do, actually. I love her. She's a very awesome woman. She gave me kids in 13 years of her lifetime. She's pretty amazing. And her daughter is outside, actually, our daughter. Yeah. I had one wife, by the way.
You sure that's in G?
And then I met the soul that I was chasing for eternity. She's sitting over there.
You want to stand up? Okay. Free will.
Free will. Thank you.
Say love.
Love. Unconditional love?
Huh? Hey. Yeah, that's a good healing. Yeah, you're free. Yeah, he speaks an A. That's good. You want some healing? You know where to go. So we all have that. We all have that energy. And also the songs. The songs like we talked about Barry White. And if you're singing, you could feel the energy of that. The women came in and they moved it and made those guys sing longer, because they liked it. And it gave me less words to speak because they're singing. And the song they were singing brought in the spirit that was more or less here, and the spirit said, you got Lucky Strikes? Do you have one? Okay. All right. Okay. So this spirit that come in with the song, because this song came to his altar, the song that they sang. And it's a song for the Eagle people, from the Eagle people as a gift. And he said to use this song however you feel. You could use it in ceremony with any type of drum beat. His name is, maybe some of you know him, his name is Wallace Black Elk. But he's right here all the time. Right here. So his name is Wambali Chikalas, which means little eagle. So he doesn't want too much of anything but a good lucky strike and your sincerity. Thank you for reading that. A lot of times we like these lucky strikes because they're banned. They don't have all the chemicals that all these other cigarette brands have. And one of the reasons why they use this tobacco is because anything that's green outside carries the highest vibration on earth. Unconditional love. Everything that's green, except for poison ivy. But it loves your butt. Well, somebody experienced that. So the essence of tobacco was a green leaf. You know, green, it's a plant. It's a beautiful plant. The spirits love that. There's a certain smell that they use that they love, the fragrance of it, the true essence of it. A lot of us don't know that tobacco plant because we're trained not to learn anything. You know, we're caught in the illusion that everything out there is be careful of. Don't be getting dirty. You know, stay away from the dirt. But that dirt is beautiful medicine. Beautiful medicine. It's these men here, they're sun dancers. They're sun dancers. And when they pierce their skin, they put a hole in their chest. You know what we use to heal that hole? Dirt. Get up. Boom. It's the fastest healing wound. Fastest. So that's Mother Earth. That's her love. Every inch of ground you see out there, there's life on there. You know, grass, name it. It's just, you look out, look, everything looks so beautiful. It's green, the energy of it. But where a lot of people are taught, their kids don't get out there and don't get dirty. You let them get dirty. You've done it, and it was fun. Let them have their fun. They'll all wash up later on, you know. So, the illusion we're living in. Don't look at the sun, you're going to go blind. So the sun carries, that's our greatest teacher here on earth, you know. These men, they dance 4 days. Some of you women know that. How many sun dancers here? Stand up. Stand up. Okay. All right. Are they blind? In fact, my sister here, she had 10 pairs of bifocals.
Yeah, they were bifocals. I'd been wearing glasses since I was 9. I started seeing auras, and I grew up in a very Roman Catholic medical family. Good Catholic girls don't see things. I was given glasses for reading. When I turned 40, I put the glasses on in the morning, and they did not come off until the light was off at night. And sometimes I had cheaters over my prescription to do needlework or something like that. And I got really, really tired of wearing these glasses. They're a pain in my butt. And and these ways, 12 years in the arbor dancing, I looked a lot at the sun and throughout the year. And suntance takes a while to prepare for. So I started praying months before of things. And we have to do preparations and prayer ties, a lot of them, a lot. And I was given my instructions, and I was also given a separate set of instructions this last fast that I did. And it was for the star altar and for myself and what I needed. So when I did my tithes, I prayed for all the people and all the situations that were in my heart or that were asked for. And then when it got to the separate tithes for the star altar, one of my prayers was for my eyesight. I was really, really tired of these glasses. And prepared for the fast and went out on the hill, sat with creation. And I prayed and I sat still and I listened. And when we go up on the hill, we go there. We go with our heart. No glasses, no makeup, none of that stuff. You know, we just go with our blanket and our prayer ties and our chanupa, our sacred pipe. And I made those prayers for my eyesight. So when we came down, the first few days, you know, you're really high on that energy of that purity and the spirit coming in. And I didn't put my glasses back on. And I noticed I was seeing better. I was seeing a lot better, a lot clearer. I was seeing things that I couldn't see without my glasses. The blurriness was gone. And I kept working with it. And a few days after that, I had gone into town. And I visited a friend, and I got out, and I got into the car. It was late afternoon, and that sun was, you know, shining real bright. And my purse is there, and at first I looked up, and it was an automatic reflex. I went for my sunglasses, and I put them on. It was like, oh my God, it was like, I couldn't see anything. They were prescription glasses. I have not worn my glasses since. It was on my driver's license that I needed glasses. Working with the sun, praying for your own healing, to be well and to see without the encumbrances that they give us. Don't be afraid to look at that sun. It's going to open up your chakras. It's going to open up your heart. It has messages for us in sacred ceremony. The sun we're part of, and it's healing. Don't buy all the crap they're telling you, like he says. They want you to live in fear. Don't. I can see better. Sometimes I get cheetahs, but they're the minimal. Prayer works, and so does ceremony. Thank you.
Okay. So, yeah, that was one of the things that a lot of our older ancestors said, that it was against the law for everybody to look at the sun. And the only ones that could look at the sun were the priests and the leadership. Everybody else was banned from looking at the sun. But we know why. Because the sun speaks, you know. The sun has a language. So in order to receive that message, you got to learn to listen with your eyes. Listen with your eyes. And it's the same thing that if you lose your eyes, your whole body takes over for seeing. Your vision, your hands will speak and tell you what's there. Everything in your body, all the senses take over. All the senses take over. Your smell takes over and gives you a visual. You know, the taste takes over, gives you a visual. So everything, your skin, you're feeling, because your skin is the biggest organ in your body. So that acts as everything possible. So looking at the sun, Listen to the sun with your eyes. And most of us never heard that before. Some of you, this is the first time, and this is a little secret to learning the ways of the sun. Our men here dance for 4 days. No food, no water. And dance, and they watch the sun, they pray. And you got to remember, because we're limited in how the illusion was created within us, that our fastest way of travel is by light, right? How fast is the light? Okay, 186,000 miles a second. Okay, so what's faster, thought or light? How fast is thought? Okay, so if you haven't been to the sun, how fast is that thought going to travel if you haven't experienced the sun physically? Because you're taught 186,000 miles a second, you're going to go back to that teaching. So you're looking at the sun, at how far is the sun? Okay. All right. He's the only one to answer. I'll talk to you over here. Oh, if you get about 93 million miles. So a second, 186,000 miles a second, how long does it take over there? All right, any mathematicians? Get your calculator out. So what do they say about how many minutes takes your 8 minutes? Okay, so we'll just take that. It takes your prayer to travel over there 8 minutes. And you got to wait, hang in there, because it's going to take like 8 minutes for your message to get back. And if you don't have any patience, you're going to forget about what you said right after you say it, because you do it anyway. So, but when you receive the message, it's so high vibrational that you almost forget it just a second after you release it. What did I say? All you channelers know this. What did I say? You know, and most people say, I don't know, but it was really good. So when we deliver messages, the sun is our greatest messenger, our greatest computer. I know scientists have a different names for electromagnetic stuff and all that kind of stuff, but the spirit sees it different. All the energy that's coming, she said, that's love. You got a good solar flare, you need some more love. And everybody gets scared of that. You know, oh, there's a solar flare. That's pure love. Otherwise, we wouldn't even be here. So the energy of the sun is that's just one. That's just the sun. And if we don't know enough about our own energy system, then we're not going to know anything about all them other planets, or even the moon. How many Bigfoots in here? Stand up. One. Oh, Garrett ran out. Okay, Bigfoot. All right, Bigfoot energy. So we look at the moon. The moon is Bigfoot energy. Okay, we have to learn about things, and one of the things is we have the stories in just about every culture, every race about Bigfoot. And Bigfoot works with the Iktomi, works with cultivating, innocence, truth, and healing, lots of healing. So where Bigfoot came from, how many heard of Maldek? Okay, Maldek is that whole asteroid belt, right? That blew up. So before it blew up, some of the people that lived there moved over here, incarnated over here on this Mother Earth. So the Maldeks, and there's some of them are small, little Bigfoots. Some of them are giants. There's like 7 levels of them. Most of them still have their gifts, and one is invisibility. Invisibility. They're good at it. Only time you see them is when they're resting. So, and the other ones, their invisibility cloaks reminds me of that. Remember, how many seen Predator? Remember that movement they could see? It's like similar to that. I watched that and there he is over there. You could see that. Nobody else probably could, but you see it. And also, some of them are like spirits. Some of them live underground. A lot of them live on the ground. So there's different varieties of them. And they're all very telepathic. They keep the original light language. And they're very, very, what they want from the men, they want the men to get their mind back. They want them to get their mind back. They want them to get their original mind back. And to do that, they said for the men to go out into the mountaintops, go pray for at least a day without food, water. Go pray, and the wind's going to come and purify your mind. Then they want you to go down into the deserts and spend at least a day there without no food, water, and pray. And the sun, the heat, going to come purify your mind if they don't burn your burn your brain. And then you go into the water and spend time into the water, whether it's a river, lake, stream, ocean. Spend some time in the water, at least a day. Pray. No food, no water. Pray. And the waters of life is going to come purify your mind. And after you're finished with that, go into the ground. Find a cave or outcropping. Or if you can't find that, dig a grave. We call it a vision pit. Get in there, spend time with Mother Earth. The energy of Mother Earth. The only energy that she has is love. And her energy will help purify your mind. And then when you just do those 4 things, then Bigfoot said, then I'll just think about coming to visit you. So he wants your mind back. Wants you to get it back. Your mind, the original mind, the mind of clarity, the mind of purity, the mind of a child. So the Maldekians, the Sasquatchian people ask you for your menfolk, to consider that. And stop wearing plastic shoes. Leather shoes, good. Rubber is good because it's from a tree. Or wear sandals or go barefoot. And so this here, you need the energy of Mother Earth. Sun dancers know this. They like dancing barefoot. They like wearing skirts and dresses where they get out there and they do the feminine thing. But it feels good to be balanced with nature. So that part of the system of the sun, pay attention. Don't be afraid because there's so much there. There's so much energy there. And the things they tell you not to do, think about it. Think about it. And caffeine is one of them. Coffee, But no, you go down south. You look at the Aztecs. You look at the Mayans. You look at the Incas. You look at their culture. And you can't even figure that out because they have beans, right? Cocoa beans, caffeine, you got, name it, it's medicine. So it's the same. We get to fear nature. We fear, how many are afraid of spiders? One. I got some spiders over here. You're surrounded by spiders. We all have spider energy. Yeah, and we're good at it. We're good at fooling ourselves. We're the best. We always blame everybody else. Fool me. Oh, you fooled yourself. You're good at it. That's spider energy. That's the teachings of the spider. There's 8 legs. Each leg of the spider has a teaching. The teaching, we got ceremonies, ceremony of rebirth, ceremony of renewal, ceremony of awakening, ceremony of expectation, ceremony of attainment, ceremony of first fruits, ceremony of Thanksgiving, and we're in the ceremony of remembrances, which is called the ocean of reality. That's the teachings of the spider. And the spider, you got to learn the teachings of the 8 eyes of the spider, which works with Elohi, right? Elohi of peace, Elohi of tranquility, the old Hercules, spiritual strength energies, Cassiopeia, Cyclopia, Arcturus, and sacred Orionis. So those are called the teachings of the 8 eyes of the spider. And we're afraid of that spider because it has two little fangs. And the spider and the rattlesnake, scorpion, and the bee have the same type of venom. It's a neurotoxic venom. And we are illusioned to utilize this venom and call it poison. But these 4 elements of nature are doctors. That, when our medicine man said, "Oh, I got shot with medicine by a spider," like Tomi. For a while, I was trying to figure out what does that mean. Like, we got shot with medicine. I got shot by a spider, and with medicine. For a while, I said, "What does that mean? What does that mean?" I never asked him, but I thought about it, felt it until I got bit by a spider, and I got shot with medicine. So that medicine, when you see it as a medicine, then it's gonna react. Your body's gonna react to that medicine. If you're gonna say it's poison, then your body's gonna be poisoned. See? But neurotoxic venom cures rheumatism, arthritis, MS, and also cancer. So when we get stung by a bee, it hurts like hell, but you say thank you for that medicine. You might have a little bit of rheumatism, or you have a little achy joints and stuff, but they know exactly where to get you. There was a lady had MS. I'm saying she had MS, and she said, "Wow, I heard about these bees. Does somebody know where these? Yeah, we'll take you out here. Go out to this clover field. There's a lot of bees out there. Go ask them for help." So she went out there. She was out there praying, asking the bees to help her to cure her MS, and nothing was happening. And so she come walking back to the car, and she said, they didn't do anything. They didn't come around. They didn't. And while she was talking, there's a bee come out of nowhere. Boom. It went in her ear. And it starts stinging, and she starts screaming, and all of a sudden she remembered, she asked for help, and of course nobody could do anything. So she said, no, wait. I asked for this. But that little bee fell out, but the stinger just constantly pumps that venom. She wanted it. So she was okay with MS after that. Rattlesnake bite. I know a woman that had ovarian cancer. She was going to go go to the hospital, get her operation, and on the way she just decided not to. She turned around, went back home with her little clothes bag, and she spent the night. That morning she got up and she walked outside and a rattlesnake bit her. So she just said thank you, grabbed her bags, jumped back in, went to the hospital, and they treated her for that rattlesnake bite. And after she was all done, she spent some time in the hospital. When she came out, she went back home. Then she remembered, oh, I have to have that operation. She went back in, it was all gone. The only thing she had was that rattlesnake bite. But she used it as a thank you. So there's so much that we look at, and that the illusion of this land has created fear in you. You know, you created fear. And you got to know what star group did that to you. And it's a star group that you very seldom hear, but you every now and then. It's the people that come from Mars that created this duality. See, we hear duality, right? But you got to know the history of duality, and it's really fast. I'll tell you how it's done, how it was done. Because this Earth, its energy was unconditional love. This planet was an unconditional love planet. And the Spirit said that everybody had they spoke the same language, and that's something that I couldn't understand at that time. And they spoke this language, and they were all in tune with nature, and everything was good. It was called Eden. But we think it's a little place out in the country someplace where everybody walks around naked. But this whole earth was a Eden, it was paradise. Okay, this other planet was having problems, and they were destroying their planet, and they needed someplace else to go, so they were looking over here. But under the laws of attraction, they couldn't come over here because their energy was totally different than Earth. They lost their minds. They went into mental. So what they did, they took them a long time to figure this out. They borrowed 3 star groups that were like losing their planets, and they're naturally dying out. And they said, okay, there's this planet over here, and you have nothing to lose, but here's how to get there, and this is what we need. And they talked them into bringing in this big meteorite. See? And they showed me how they did that. They brought this meteorite in, and when it pierced the Earth's atmosphere, it was much like a big sonic boom. I mean, a giant noise that knocked everybody flat down on the ground. It busted their eardrums, it split the brain. And there was a mass extinction of life, of plant, animals, human beings. Then over the course of the evolution, if you look at the stages, these timelines where different stages of men appeared for humanity, there's always a meteorite involved. So there was 4 giant meteorites that hit, and because of this telepathic wave that we had, when somebody experiences, everything experiences. So over the course of a few million years of these meteorites, it embedded in your DNA structure this element or this thing called fear. So this had to be in the DNA in order for that star group to come and incarnate on Earth. They tried Lemuria, but Lemuria knew what was going on, and they did a mass suicide. Took about 4 minutes. A lot of them came over here. Then they couldn't do anything there, so they incarnated over at Atlantis because they left that wide open. And that's where it grew from. So this is why we have fear and love. But before that, we had the perfect language, which was telepathy. So, but the Spirit said we're coming out of that, and we hear that. We're coming out of our duality. So fear, and a lot of people called the Antichrist, that's an external, right? Oh, the Antichrist, he's over there. You know, that's Obama, it's Trump. So antichrist is like unconditional. I mean, Christ energy is unconditional love. So what's the opposite of unconditional love? Fear, right? Fear. If you have fear, you're antichrist. It's hidden so well within you, and we're like that. Everything else, we blame everybody else for whatever it is that you're afraid of, and that's yourself. We're very much afraid of ourselves. We don't want to look at ourselves. We want to blame everything else. So that time's over, the duality is over, and I think my speech is over because she's coming up here to go like this. So I want to thank you for this time, this moment, this sacred time with you.
Thank you. Thank you, Chief Golden Light Eagle. I'm still learning how to release the fear of not getting to eat. It's lunchtime. All right, so let's get back here at 1. If you can, please don't chew too fast. So once again, there's no food trucks, so it's fend for yourself on lunch. Across the street, what's the name of the place? There's a taco place that's quick and cheap, just like you like your women, across the street. Thank you all.